Good evening, everyone. Good to be back. All right. Let me just see how it is. Let me know about the music. If it's a little bit too loud, probably keep it here, somewhere here. This should be good. Welcome to the live stream, guys. We got quite a program tonight. All right, we got quite a program tonight. We're gonna discuss a lot. So yeah, just tune in and we'll just wait for everyone to join and I'll tell you what's gonna happen tonight. One thing is for sure, we're gonna learn, and we're also gonna see the new Neuro Agent 1.2 in action. And you also get a chance to win 1 month subscription or 1 month pass to Neuro Agent that you can give to anyone, or you can put on your own account, up to you. And just to be clear, one person winning, because I think the number tonight, it's gonna be yeah, actually I don't know if people are gonna figure it out or not. We will see if you guys can figure it out, but there will be a number and I'll tell you this in 4 minutes. So meanwhile, let me check the chat. Let's see who we got here tonight. All right, Dalucci, Daniel, welcome. OW Masters and Nanapti, Steven, Martin, Emil, Duran, Guido, Michael, Ryan, welcome guys. It's good to have you all. So, all right, so what do we have? Where do we start with this thing? Well, first of all, I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the new Neuro Agent 1.2, all right? So let's pop this baby on. And you can see that I have HITL disabled here. So what it means is that this thing is running completely on its own, all right? And you can see in the trend index that we have a white square in all the markets that we're currently observing. And then you can see we have AUD USD and AUD Singaporean dollar trading with a blue thing. So this should get up and running in just a minute. So let's give it a second to get booted, all right? But yeah, this is a new version of Neuro Agent. It is a very different version. I'm gonna show you some backtests tonight so you understand what is the difference. What is the difference here between HITL and the new auto trade mode? We need a better name for it. The new auto mode, essentially. But yeah, welcome guys, welcome to the live stream. I see we got people tuning in now, so let's get started on the number thing. So let me tell you about this number tonight. Tonight we're gonna have a number. It's gonna be a number between 1 and 1,000, all right? Tonight, it's not an angelic number, all right? We don't have any angelic universal numbers tonight in this thing, all right? So that is gonna be your hint. That's gonna be your only hint, is that this is not any kind of organic universal number. In fact, this is the opposite. This is a tricky number because people think this is this number is just like any other number, but it's not. It's an inorganic number. It's a made up thing. Do you understand? It's outside the laws of this universe, all right? So I'm gonna go ahead. I got my hang on, let me just make sure you guys can see everything. So I got my piece of paper. I'm gonna write it down, the number, okay? And what I want you to do is, after I write this number down, is that I want you to put in the chat between 1 and 1,000 of what you think it's gonna be. And whoever is closest or gets the number right win 1 month subscription to Neuro Agent, all right? So I'm gonna write it down here now. Hopefully no one can decode what I'm writing. Hopefully you can also read this. So That's a number between 1 and 1,000. We're gonna put it over here for now. All right, so let me just put this in the chat. Guess the inorganic number between 0 and we'll do 1 and 1,000, just so there's no confusion. Now, I don't think, you know, for those guys who's like, all right, let me do a little bit of research here. Let me do a little bit research on like inorganic numbers. I don't think inorganic is really like what it's called. I don't think it's called any of that. You can, it's almost demonic, you know, it's much closer. It's probably called like demonic if they call it anything like that, but you're not gonna find much about it. But I will explain to you at the end of this live stream why this number is inorganic and why you just can't trust it. All right, so we'll get back to that. For now, guess the number between 1 and 1,000. Win a 1-month subscription to Neuro Agent. We pull the winner in the end of the live stream. All right, let's move on. So how is this going? Is this thing placing any trades? It doesn't seem so. Yeah, let's just boot this thing up. See if it comes back alive. Hang on, let's see what's going on here. I see the problem. I see the problem. Hang on. We're gonna fix this 1 second. There we go. Cool. Yeah, I have quite a bit to show you guys tonight. We're gonna go over some of these back tests. You can see I have a bunch of back tests that we can run over tonight, and you can see we're now getting orders as well. So everything is sweet. Let's pop this here. Okay, let me get right back to it. Okay. Welcome to the live stream, guys. I can see we got numbers coming in. Don't forget to put your number in, and welcome to the live stream. George, Ling, Alex, Orca, and Benjamin, and John, and Duma, and Robert, and Monty, and Ben. Welcome, guys. Good to see you all. So, what can I tell you? What can I tell you about the new? What can I tell you about the new auto mode and the new HITL mode in 1.2? Okay, so first we must understand what is the problem with the existing version. Well, the existing version is very, very broad. It hardly has like an exit strategy, and it means that while it will trade very good for like a long period of time, a lot of times it will end up getting caught in some positions and it doesn't really know how to get out of them. And as a result, it's gonna start carrying these positions, and meaning that we need to have a lot of margin available to carry the positions, and we have to pay fees to carry the positions, all these kind of things, right? So when we are designing this, when we are actually designing the let me just power in the backtest here. So when we are actually designing how to operate in these markets, we have to find some kind of you know, we have to find some kind of point between trading all the time, taking all the trades and carrying all the risk, and then cutting the trades early and carrying as little risk as possible. So with the auto mode, what we're trying to do is exactly this. We try to cut the trades as early as possible when we have confirmed that it doesn't really you know, bring us any return for that risk. But at the same time, if you want to cut trades, you also have to trade in a very specific market where everything is trading in one direction, so you can be sure that when you cut the trade is actually over. So you have to find that sweet spot. Not only you have to find the sweet spot, you have to build the math, you have to build the logic for this that makes it all work. And this is not that easy. This is what we have been doing, but thanks to the hard work, we've come to basically an auto mode profile now that runs across all the markets and have really good performance. So while we can have a look at this, the faster one to do is just to have a look at this. So this is gold. This is the 1.22, sorry. Let me just have a look at this. Right. So what's happening here is you can see we have this pretty good continuous trend here, even though we do have a loss here. And this is, of course, we're going to try to filter, and we will be able to filter it, right? We will be able to not having to deal with this. But as it is right now, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. This is without individual market optimization. This is a general broad trading profile that works across all the markets without individual optimization for each market. Okay, so this is the broad aspect of it before we start to do any kind of optimization for each individual market zone. So this is really good news. This means that there's a lot of room, there's a lot of potential for us to get back. So when we actually look at this back test, it's actually really nice. You can see we have a Sharpe ratio of 9.89. People ask, what is the meaning of the Sharpe ratio? The Sharpe ratio is to determine a good balance between the money you make, the risk you take, and how many trades, and all like the parameters. And ideally we want to make a lot of money and take very little risk. So in this case, you can see we have an equity drawdown of max 10%. 10% is not bad at all. And at the same time, we have a total net profit of 2,000. This is pretty sweet, right? So we are risking $1,000 to make $2,000. And while this doesn't sound, you know, maybe like amazing, you have to think about this is completely automated, runs by itself, right? Now, let me show you what it looks like on the new HITL mode instead, right? So you understand how much we actually filter, right? So HITL mode still has some filters, but what it allows is essentially, like I said, a much broader trading profile that will take a lot more risk while still trying to trade the market that you have set for the bot, right? So here's a great example. So you can see when we trade HITL all the time, yeah, it makes a lot of money, but it's also taking a lot of risk to stay in this, right? So like I said, the hard part is to find the sweet spot between little risk, many trades and high risk, if that makes any sense. So you can see here in the end, we get stuck in some trade and we just end up risking way too much, right? So this is the point. The point is, yeah, you can let it run wild, but if you don't have good exit strategies, you will get stuck in trades here, and you can see it just ends up getting canceled here, right? This is the current state. This is what kind of happens when you don't have an exit strategy and you're just forcing HITL on a market that you want to trade. I will say there is an exit strategy built in, which is at a very rough time when the macro chain changes, HITL will cut off as well. Okay, it will cut off, but you know, it is really human in the loop mode, right? This is designed for you. You see a market, you want to trade it, you engage Neuro Agent on it, right? That's the point of HITL. It's like you want to force trade this market. And then I will try to do it the best way possible. Sometimes it's not going to be possible and it's just not going to do it, but sometimes it will work. So once again, this is the result with HITL. When we turn HITL on, off and we run the default mode, we get something like this. Just so you see it one more time. So before it made $20,000, but it also carried a 10K loss all the way to here. And this is not really ideal. I mean, the point is not just to make as much money as possible. The point is to make as much money as possible without taking extreme risk, taking as little risk as possible. This is what we want, right? So here we see again, while it only makes $2,000 here, it's the risk level are much better in every way possible, right? Okay, let's just go back and see here. Now the second point we're also doing in the new mode, auto mode, is that we have disabled the 1 hour and we disabled the 4 hour, so we don't trade here anymore. And ideally what we want to do is we want to take the risk on these markets, and instead of putting them all into one entry, we want to have multiple entries that we can deploy as the trades might get stuck underwater for some time and it can still continue to generate money, right? So we'll figure that out. That's coming next. It's going to be like multiple magazines for each market, right? Okay. So this is pretty amazing because we have achieved this and we have this across a bunch of different markets. Let me just see what else we got. Why don't you guys just put a market in the chat that you want to check and we can have a look at it, okay? Put any market you want in a chat. I will check it if we have the backtest ready for it. But yeah, pop it in the chat and we'll have a look at some markets, okay? So if you're just joining us right now, we have a contest going on to win access, 1-1 access to Neuro Agent. What you're gonna do is you're gonna put a number between 1 and 1,000 in the chat, and the number, the one who puts a number in the chat that's closest to the number that I have written down on this piece of paper will win 1-1 access to Neuro Agent. And the hint about this number is that it's an inorganic number. It's an inorganic number that is used by evil entities around the world to really distort the true colors and life of humanity. All right, let me see. What do you guys put in the chat here? AUD CAD, gold, Edison. We just did gold. This is gold. Guys, we just did gold. Euro USD, GBP, JPY. All right, we'll start with AUD CAD. I believe we have AUD CAD. We got AUD CAD. Let's have a look at AUD CAD. So first, let's run the auto mode on AUD CAD. Not too bad. All right, so what happens here on AUD CAD? Unfortunately, there is some UI glitch on the chart, so it looks a little bit weird here. But if you look at this, the reason we get this spike here in the end is because we're actually in position. So if we went back and we changed this just a few days back, it wouldn't open a position, it would just stop at that time. Hang on, let's just modify this so it takes a little bit shorter. This is the same duration, it's just a little bit faster. So of course the goal is to figure out, I've seen across multiple markets, in the beginning it seems to have something we can improve here, where it takes some load. I'm not sure if it loses tracking of the state or why it is, but we'll figure it out. Because if you took this out, then it's a very nice curve. It's not bad. So this is what we want to see. Don't mind this here in the end, it's just because the test come to an end. And if we take, let's have a look at the HITL mode trading AUD CAD. All right, so this is HITL. Same market, AUD CAD. So you can see again, taking a lot more risk. It's also sustaining the risk, but it's also making more money, right? And this is what I keep saying. We have to find some sweet spot between this mode where it just trades everything, and then the other modes where it takes little risk, but it still trades, right? And this is hard, because you also need to manage to get out of the trades. You need to exit the trades at the right times. You need to be able to determine when you want to stay in the trades, when the tail is going to be too big to hold on to, and you know, stuff like this. But overall, this is very healthy. This is very healthy. This is very healthy. Now back here, not much happening. We still just have these two markets engaged by themselves, AUD USD and AUD Singapore dollar. All right, let's go back and do some more backtest, guys. So we have, so people been asking me for like a long backtest of GBP USD. So let's do that. Let's do that. Now for these long backtests, I'm using this one. A little bit different file here. 84. True, we'll start. Okay, so this is Mikey is asking, why is Automo choosing to trade AUD Singapore dollar? Let's have a look. We'll have a look. So why is it choosing to trade this? Because that the existing counter drive inside of this local trend is not really much. So it's still, you can see how the energy is flowing into this market. You can see how the current, you can call this wind resistance or reversal energy or whatever is coming against it, is very weak. And this is really what it's seeing. This is why it's trading it. It's trading it because that it sees the current tail that's coming here to be very weak, and just to counter trade it. That's why. So that's a very cool thing with the new HITL, the new auto trading mode, is that it will trade a lot of these markets with weaker strength. We don't have the requirement for like the same levels of strength as we had before. So this is going to open up a lot more opportunities for trades, right? All right, let's go back to this. Let's go back to this 2021 backtest. 2021 until 2023. Here we go. So first we're gonna do, so this is 27 months. This is since 2021, April. Here we are. So what is the point of this backtest? The point of this backtest is to prove that the new auto mode can trade across 1.5 year, 3 years. it's 3 years. Can trade across 3 years, and no matter what happens in those 3 years, like counter drive, trends, or whatever, it can perform really well. This is like the golden. This is like the golden stuff we want to see. What we want to see is a stable performance across the whole period that shows that when a market has as much history as we have here on GBP USD, then it actually performs really well, and it doesn't take too much risk. It doesn't get stuck. It closes trades correctly, and all this kind of stuff. And this is hard to achieve, and also make it work across all the other markets at the same time. So this is really good. Now, if we turn on the HITL, you will see like just how much we're actually filtering during this time. Let's have a look. HITL mode on the free GBP USD backtest. You can see an example of a trade getting cut here, even on HITL mode. Cut a trade here. So again, it's not, you know, it's really not that bad results. It's really not. I mean, they're not bad at all. They're very good. But the point is, the amount of risk that is sustained here is actually not too bad. It's 13%. This is 13%. But if you compare this with the auto trading model, which is only like 3% in the same time span, while this one makes $1,000 more profit in that year, I mean, in those years, it takes on a lot more risk during that time. And you have to think about risk. Whenever you have risk stuck in trades, it means that you cannot use this risk on other markets at the same time. All right, guys. So let me move on to some more backtest. What do we have? So we did GBP USD. There's some people who would like to see Euro USD. Okay, let's check Euro USD. We'll start with the. I do not have a free backtest for Euro USD. I have a 9-month backtest for Euro USD. So let's just do this. You know, to generate these backtest files, to generate these hang on, what's going on here? Huh. Well, that's a new one. Oh, sorry. Wrong date. Should be fine. So this is Euro USD backtest since December last year. Let's run it on the auto trading mode, right? So this thing will take care of itself. All right, here we are. So this is Euro USD on the auto trading mode. Again, we can see 6.8% equity drawdown, net profits 740, Sharp ratio 5.5. Like, these are healthy stats. You know, this is really good. This is really good considering we're talking about broad profile for all the markets working at the same time without individual market optimization. All right. This means that we're not doing any optimization on each market. We're just taking it. We just take any market, we just plug it in, and it just fucking works. That's how good this shit is. Guys, this is gonna be fucking good. When we are done with this, and this is released, and it's just working, and there's no more HITL, it's just fucking running and just generating money. You don't have to worry about it anymore. It's gonna cut the trades for you. It will get into trades for you. You just fucking let it be. It's gonna be amazing. It would be amazing. So this is HITL, right? Let's have a look without HITL, see just how does it perform. I'm sorry, this was auto mode. This is HITL. Let's have a look at HITL backtest here. So you can see again, we're taking more risk here now. Taking a little bit more risk, we also make a little bit more money. So if we go see, you can now see that the Sharpe ratio has dropped, right? Dropped from 5 all the way down to 1.89. The risk is up to 11%. It's not a lot, but it's, you know, this is the point. So we're using more risk. We also doubled our net profit. So like I said, guys, you know, this is gonna be the battle for the rest of the time, is to figure out, you know, the perfect difference. I mean, the perfect auto trading profile and the perfect HITL profile, and finding the sweet spot between max risk and max yield, right? And figuring out what is the relationship there, when to trade, when not to trade. Now, the good news is that we have that shit already. We already figured it out for like across all the markets. Now we can do individual optimization. Not only we can do individual optimization, we can apply fucking machine learning prediction frameworks on this shit, feed future data into the Neuro Agent model, and that is gonna make this shit fucking fly. All right, this is gonna, when we have our own machine learning engines work on this, which we already cracked in May, the correct machine learning framework, algorithms and methodology to train and use those models in the market. What it means is that we'll have machine learning frameworks that's gonna you know, make prediction based on what's gonna happen in the near future and use that data in the model. And when we turn this on, it's gonna fly. It's just gonna, it's gonna fucking go. So this is really exciting. It's really exciting. And these results are exciting too. So let's move on. Euro USD good, GBP USD good, XAU USD good. What else do we have? What else? AUD New Zealand dollar. I think AUD New Zealand dollar doesn't really trade much. Let's have a look at it. I don't have a long backtest of AUD New Zealand dollar. USD JPY. USD JPY, I have some great backtest of USD JPY. USD JPY we have since last year. Of course, USD JPY after last night. I mean, Jesus Christ, that was quite a wick. Here we go. USD JPY auto mode. Guys, if you're just joining now, welcome to the live stream. We are having a contest tonight. Oh, I'm not sure what's going on here. Oh, I've got to apply it here. Huh. Man, what's going on here? Man. Let's see. This is USD. There we go. Yeah, USD JPY is really sweet. Until you get wiped out on a goddamn like killer candle like yesterday. So here you can see what it looks like, right? So you can see really good engagement here, really good engagement here, good engagement here, and then we stopped trading before this. Like, come on, guys, it's fucking amazing. Look at this shit, right? See, we trade that push, we trade that push, we stop trading here, it dumps, and then we start trading the pushes again. It's really good. It's really good. Let's have a look at the numbers. So the Sharpe ratio is down. The maximal risk is 22%, and the net profit is 8,655. This is a 9-month backtest. It's really good. It's really good. This is auto mode, guys. Auto mode, all right? Like, so let's have a look at HITL mode on USD JPY. Don't forget to put your number in the chat to win 1 month access to Neuro Agent. This is HITL. This is a 10K account. So you can see that with the HITL mode, the kind of risk that it will take here is, you know, heavy. This is like a 50% drawdown here. So this, again, it really illustrates the difference between the auto mode and the HITL. You can see here on the HITL test, now the Sharpe ratio is down to 1.84. The equity drawdown has been up to 45%, so that's heavy. But you can also see that the total net profits is $15,000 fucking dollars. Motherfuck, huh? It's good shit. Yeah. So like I'm saying, we need to find the sweet spot between too much risk and high profitability, and then low risk, and also keeping like a steady profitability from that. But this is it, guys. This is the same. Do you understand? This is the same. It's the same tech that we ran on everything else. This is without giving the model any kind of idea that this is USD JPY. The model has no idea this is USD JPY. Okay, it has no idea. It's just looking at every market, just like a blank slate. Like, oh, okay. But it's because of the sensors that we have built in, that you have watched, that you're able to do this. Because if we had not integrated everything that we had done here, we built for the past 2 weeks, we would not be able to do this. All right, let's do next market, guys. Let's do next market here. Euro, New Zealand dollar. All right, let's do Euro, New Zealand dollar. It's not bad. What is this? Sharpe ratio 3.6, 5.3% drawdown, $1,500 profit. Not bad, not bad. Not bad at all. Hang on, let me just check something with a previous build on Euro New Zealand dollar. Nope, it's the wrong build. So let's do Euro New Zealand dollar with HITL 122. Wait. I don't remember this market being that good. Oh, there we go. There we go. So this is HITL again. And like I have said, it will do these things where it will take too much risk over time, right? And the whole point is for auto mode to filter this so it doesn't happen. So we find the sweet spot between too much risk and profits compared to low risk and lower profits. So we minimize the risk, get it out, right? So you can see what kind of losses are we taking here. Well, again, this is without individual market profile optimization. If we did individual market profile optimization, we would be able to remove a trade like this. We will be able to take it out, right? This trade that you see here, where it gets stuck here and then it exited here. I mean, arguably, in my opinion, for this market, this should not have been exited here, right? So if you imagine this one was, if we hadn't exited here, would have been better. But again, this is HITL mode. This is when you force us to trade this market. If you absolutely, you know, want to force it instead of just running the auto mode. What is this? Idiot. There we go. And again, if we run the auto mode, we see good results. Very nice. Okay, next market, guys. And don't forget, if you're joining the live stream just now, if you joined the live stream just now, don't forget to put in the chat a number. If you can guess the number I wrote down here, which is an inorganic number, a destructive number of the universe, an alien number. If you can guess that number, you'll win 1-1 access to Neuro Agent, either for yourself or for someone else. Up to you. All right, time for the alien segment. Let me just see what I have in the notes here, guys. We gotta talk a little bit of alien stuff. Okay, so you guys need to realize that every human have like an energy field around them. Okay, there's literally like an energy field, you cannot see it. And we all have our own field of energy. That's why sometimes when you meet a person and you can just tell, oh, this person is bad vibes. You don't know why, you just get this intuitive feeling like, oh, you know, this person is bad vibes. That's where it comes from. Bad vibes, bad vibrations. When you just go about living your life and you don't think about that you have basically like a firewall around you of energies and frequencies, and you don't control the kind of energy and frequencies that comes into your life and that goes out. If you're not even aware of this shit, life can be very hard. But the truth is that we all have an energy field around us. And the first thing you need to do to get any kind of control of your life is to sit down and write down very simply what you will accept in your life and what you will not accept in life. What you will have in your life and what you will not have in your life. And it's very important that you write it down so you make a conscious decision around what you want. Okay? If you don't build a basic configuration for your life about what kind of energies you want to keep when they come to you and what kind of energy that you want to reject around you. Because this shield around you is just like a membrane, okay? A membrane in your body which your cells have, where depending on what it is, it can either go through the membrane or not. We all have this around us. But if you're not aware that you can set your own firewall, if you don't know that you can set your own configurations, all you have to do, okay? All you gotta do, I'll give you an example, okay? Let me see if I can find something to draw on. Okay, we'll just use Navigator. Right? So what you need to do just make something like this. Right? What I will have, what I will not have. And this is a conscious thing you need to do. Do you understand? And then what you can do here, let's just put a and then you just start writing in what you will not have in your life. Not have toxic people draining my energy. I will not have, what will we not have? We will not accept fear-based propaganda on news. We will not have chemical inorganic food with poison. All right, and you just keep going. We will not have inactivity and no workout, right? And you just do this. You literally just write your list like this, and the same way you write your list over here, what you will have. Okay, so here you put what you will have. This is extremely important for you to make whatever, first of all, to protect yourself, but secondly, also to make sure that what you want in life, you'll actually get it. All right, so what you will have, we'll put in what we will have. We will have abundance of money and resources. Okay, so you just put it in, right? Just put it in. This is what we will have. It doesn't mean that you have it right now. This is your future. You're shaping your future. You're writing your own configuration for what your future is gonna look like. Okay? We will have daily workout. We will have weekly fastings. We will have positive and loving people. We will have anything you can put here, guys. Anything that you want in your life. We will have a continuous money printer saving the world. You get the point. This is really important. If you don't start this way, if you don't do the bare minimum in your own life of writing a configuration for what you want and what you don't want, and if you cannot do this very minimal task of doing this and setting the stage right from the very beginning, then just give up. Just stop trying in the first place. Do you understand? Because this shit is real. You can do this. You can make this happen. This can be you. Now, the second thing we need to touch on is how all the Christianity, Judaism, and Islam, and all these false religions, how they have changed the original words in the Bible that Jesus came with when he told people that God is within us all. And they told him that you should not compare yourself to God and you should not see yourself as God, and you are not God. But this is not the truth. This is false preaching. What Jesus taught people was that God is within us all, and we all can do what everyone else can do. We are all equal. But the elite, they didn't like this. They didn't like this because it didn't allow them to control the people, which they had designed the religion to do. So you must understand that when they say that God is separate and not within us, they are speaking lies to your mind, trying to divide you from the actual divinity in the world. Because the truth is that God is within us all, and if you just pay a little bit attention, you will wake up and realize just how powerful you are. It goes for everyone. But if you're living in these fear-based worlds where you're not thinking clearly, where you're ruled by fear, and you think that you are not a god, you're not gonna make it. But if you wake up tomorrow and you start listening, if you just start listening, if you just start paying attention to everything around you, you will realize that you can do everything that all man has done before, and you can do more than them. Okay? Your life can change overnight, over day, right now, if you want. Anytime you want, your life is ready to change. Whenever you want it. So yeah, that is the alien segment for tonight, guys. It's really important to be awake, because what they're trying to do is keep everyone asleep. What they're trying to do is keep people sleeping so they don't wake up and figure out this massive power that we all have inside, which is God, the universal force of the universe, the consciousness in the cell. The good news is that we're winning the fight. Alright guys, this is soon gonna be your last chance to get your number in. Okay, so put your number in the chat between 1 and 1,000. It's an inorganic number, and if you guess the number, if you get it right, you will win 1-1 access to Neuro Agent. All right, let's get back here. We didn't really get much trades, huh? I'm not sure. Okay, here we go. Okay. Okay, guys. Let me know if there's any other questions we should go through tonight. Anything else you guys are wondering about, I'm happy to answer it. People who's asking about Companion, what's going on with Companion? Motherfuckers, this shit is Companion. Do you understand? It's just that it doesn't make any sense to deploy anything in crypto right now because the whole fucking thing is falling apart. It will rise. Don't worry, it's gonna rise again, but it's just that even if we spend all our time, all our resources and integrated Neuro into crypto right now without any ability to get paid for it, and you know, even if we did this, there would be no markets to really trade because these crypto markets behave very different from forex markets, which has like a inherent or native built-in mean reversion, if you will. Okay, so we don't have the same in crypto. So for right now and for the foreseeable future, it's much better to trade in forex. And beside that, we still have a lot to figure out with the neural model and all of this. So this is just giving us time to develop the product, get it ready so we can integrate it into the Companion app. Because what's gonna happen is that when the next bull run comes, and it will come, it always does. When the next one comes, next time people are not gonna be trading manually. They'll be trading they will be trading automatically, and they'll be able to trade all these markets, make a lot of money, and keep it. Why will they be able to keep the money this time they make? They'll be able to keep the money this time because they are not trading manually. They are not making any decisions. They are just putting their money in, and the Neuro Agent is doing the work for them. And this is why, if you know, you would go buy Companion right now. Because even though you cannot buy ownership in Breakfree Trading, you cannot buy any equity in Breakfree Trading, you can buy equity in what comes after Breakfree Trading. You can buy equity in the next financial system, the next monetary financial system that we're gonna have, where everyone will be able to plug into market volatility and use that volatility to generate money. I think we can even, I think we could almost make a fucking blockchain just around this stuff. So yeah, this is what's going on with Companion. It's just that, look guys, it's tough out here. If we spend all our time working on Companion like we did in 2022, we would not be here today. There would not be a Neuro Agent. There would not be anything. There would just be bankruptcy. So we have to wait for the right time. We have to make sure that the tech is ready and the tech works. So it's perfect to finish this, build this for the forex market, prove it in the forex market that it works. And once the volatility and the energy comes back to crypto and the money is coming in again and we have aligned trends, which you know is so important, then we turn it on, we have it ready, we'll mega pump, we'll mega super pump. Of course. Just wait, guys. All right, we don't have much time left, so I'm gonna go ahead. In 2 minutes, I'm gonna announce the number, guys. So you have 2 minutes left. Put a number in the chat. Only put a number one time. If you already put a number, then don't put it again. But 2 minutes left and 1 minute left, and I will announce the winner of 1 month Neuro Agent and what number I chose. Emil asked, how come there are often big instant spikes up in the balance on the backtest? But I don't think that's the case, Emil. I mean, if most of the backtests I start actually start with something like this, where it dumps down. So I actually have not seen these instant spikes up. I only seen the instant spikes down. But maybe you can tell me which market you saw like an instant spike on, and we'll have a look. All right, guys, it's time. Time to announce the number. So what can I tell you about this number? Hang on. I mean, my handwriting's not great, but this says 10. It's not a 9, it's a 10, okay? Just to be clear, this is a 10. Yeah, my number is terrible. Anyway, I mean, my writing is terrible, so don't expect too much. This is not my gift. My gift is not about writing anything manually, that's for sure. So what can I tell you about the number 10? Why is 10 an inorganic number? 10 is an inorganic number because it's literally not part of the numbering system. The number system goes 1 to 9. Everything after is just nonsense, really. It's just like an extension of human logic. But the universal numbers, the true numbers of the universe, how it all works, it's between 1 and 9. So let me see. Did anyone hit 10? Did anyone get close? I got 0.49. I got 33. I got 11 from John Murray. Okay. Jeff said 13. Lincoln upset 1. Susanna tells 13. Lawrence Tohill is at 6. Philip says news at 10, but he was not actually guessing the numbers, he just said news. So let's see, keep going. So it looks like John Murray is gonna win this one with 11. Congrats, John Murray. Ping me on BFT Asker on Telegram. We'll take care of you. You can either have it for yourself, or you can give a one month subscription to for yourself, or you can give it to someone. Up to you. But send me a message on Telegram. We'll sort you out. Congrats. All right, guys. And let's see. It looks like we didn't get much trades here in the past hour. I was hoping we were gonna trade a little bit Euro USD, but I think it managed to deactivate. All right, so what's gonna happen? We're gonna release Neuro Agent 1.2 very soon. This week, next week, something like that. I do wanna test it a little bit more because guys, I mean, it's a little bit risky, you know, with this new release. I mean, not risky, I just mean it's a lot more aggressive. It will trade a lot more. I just want to make sure that before we release it that we have done a little bit of forward testing ourselves and everything is working like we expect. But as soon as this is clear and it's working like we want, I'm gonna pop it out. So guys, thank you for coming to the live stream tonight. It's been a pleasure being here and chilling with you. Tonight we listened to Lane 8, the fall 2023 mixtape, if anyone needs this. So yeah, guys, I want to give you a reminder, keep your vibrations high. Keep your vibrations high, make a firewall for yourself, make a basic configuration for your life. Just take 5 fucking minutes of your life and sit down, just write it on your phone, what you will have in your life, what you want in your life, and then all the stuff that you don't want. And once you set this configuration, once it's set, it's much more powerful than you imagine. It's like before, there's no configuration. You have no idea what you want in life. You have no idea what you will have in your life and what you will not have. You just like take it as it comes, right? Yeah. Guess what? You will just get it all, right? But if you specify what kind of energies that you allow through your own shield around you, your own energy membrane and your frequency, when you specify what you will have and what you will not have, you get so much fucking closer to the life and destiny that you want. So let's start with that, guys. I'll see you back next week. And yeah, stay awesome, guys. Thanks for coming tonight. I'll see you next week.